Good afternoon, traders. It's 3:13. I'm missing out on this huge move going on in CRUS. I tried to start up the video so I could get in the position and show you guys, but 1807 was my short target price that I really wanted to be short in for a lower move. It looks like you see this big candle, which is an institution selling this equity. And the reason for this, it looks, I don't know, I might have to just take my short here. There we go, I'm short at 300. I'm short 600 now. 1793 is my average price. There's bad news in this because of the iPad. They're a chip maker and they may lose out of the new iPad 2 and the new iPhone coming out here in the next couple months. So I'm just trying to take a short off my target price. Let me extend this out a little bit if I can. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. Alright, so you see it dropping. I really wanted to get a larger position in this. Now there's going to be some demand in this level right here because it looks like we've traded off it a couple times today. If I see some 91s, 92s start printing, I'll cover, but this one could get going down. Alright, I just covered. Still short 300. Alright, I covered the rest. See, I don't turned a decent gain into only a $12 gain. It's not very exciting, but I am potentially going to be looking to get re-short this if we can break this level in here for a move lower. My initial target for the day would probably be 1750. Alright, so you see some big shares started printing in this 90 level. Huge, a 10,000 share block actually came in. And then you've had some people that are on the buy side, but it only makes sense to be short. I'm about to re-short it here. I probably should have held my short. That would have been the wise thing to do. I would really love to see this thing pop back up to this 1807 level so I could get short 900 shares. I might even get short 1500. Now if you guys are wondering if I think this stock's going to head down to 1750, why wouldn't I be getting short right here? And the reason is because the previous support that has been held on an intraday basis, you know there's going to be demand around there, so it would only make sense for me to get a higher average price if possible. You see they're starting to bounce it up a little bit, and that's good for me. Around this 1802 level, I'd potentially look to take a short there, and then I could start averaging as we approach the 1807. Alright, so it's looking weaker on the tape. I'm gonna look to take a 300 share short. Alright, I got filled. Let me look at my execution. My execution was at 1792. That's where I got filled at. Drop this down a little bit. Alright, the tape's looking weaker. I'm gonna get short another 300 shares. And I got to fill a 1791, and that's my average, 1791.5, and I'm short 600 shares. It's now 3:26, and around this time, within the next 10 minutes, the institutions start coming in, and they pretty much decide whether they're going to dump their shares or they're going to reallocate and purchase. Now the news is very negative, but they may have more information that we don't know. A lot of times these corrupt analysts will be paid by these large institutions, the ones that have the big money, to go in there, and they'll just for an example put a downgrade on a stock because they want to buy it cheaper. Now with this, they also do the same thing with news. They choose what time to set out some news so they could take advantage of it. They already have the news before we have it. You just need to know that. I mean, Bloomberg, I believe, is the fastest news terminal, and the software's like $1,200 a month, and the funds have the information hours before that. It's like a monopoly. It's like a game. This whole thing is controlled and rigged, so you lose. Okay, this is only a shorting opportunity for me. I'm down about $40 in this position. I'm gonna look for another short. All right, got short another 300. They filled me at 18, so now I'm short 900. Average 1794, and my level is 1807. So the higher it goes, the more I short. Now this is a decent candle for institutional buying, but this is a much greater candle for institutional selling. So we'd go a little higher, I'd be bound to get short even more. If my full position is 1,500 shares, it would only be good if I took another short here to average my price lower. I'm just waiting to see confirmation on the tape. Alright, so I just shorted another 300 and they filled me at 18 again. Now my average is 1795. Now I have 300 more shares in my position. Ideally, I'd like to get a short around this 1806, 1807 level to even give me a better average price for my move back down, and I'll start reducing risk and start closing out of my position, and I'll still hold just enough to earn a decent profit when we retest the lows. Alright, I just zoomed in a little bit for you guys. Like I said, this is the level here, this 1807, and I'm looking for a break of these lows. I'm looking for us to come back down, maybe consolidate a little bit in this area, and then actually presume down, and then maybe retest and just keep coming. And if we do climb up here to this 1807 level, I just really believe that they're going to sell it. So that's my, here we go. Like I said, I was just down 60 in my position, and my emotions are attached to the money just like everyone else's when you're trading, but I really believe in this play, so $60 was just an investment for a greater return. I'm paying attention to all the little things that I pointed out in my Monsanto trade yesterday, between the candlesticks and the news and the supply and the demand levels. That's all really important. Okay, so we're looking at the tape and we see 94s printing. We saw some size come in. Some people started selling a bunch of shares at 1794. Certain people know they do not want to miss this down move. So I believe some bigger prints are going to start coming in this area to break us below the lows. Like I said, it's 3:33 Eastern time, and more institutions are going to start coming and dumping their positions, I believe, in the next 15 minutes, approaching the close of the day. This could be a trade to hold into the close. I will see if we could break this level or not. Okay, guys. So we are at 1788 last print. I'm still short a full 1,200 shares. And like I said, I'm probably going to hold this one into the close. Here comes the institutions. They're selling it off now. Looking good, looking good. And now I'll probably cover 300 here. Okay, I got to fill a 1783 for 300. And I'm just going to keep covering when we come down, reducing risk. It's what it's all about. Alright, covered another 300. They gave me a fill at 85. And I'm just going to let this other 600 ride probably into the close. Alright guys, so this position's going against me a little bit. I'm not going to get back more. I mean, I was up 170. My stop is if I see 100 on my realized balance, I'm going to look at this. This is serious buying volume coming in here. So as soon as we pull back, I'm going to cover the rest, being that there's only 10 minutes from the close. We have a short-term downtrend. The bears could still take control, but if the bulls could hold it over this level, the 1794, which breaks us out of this downtrend, we get a little more buying probably into this 18 level into the close. So right now I'm very speculative of what I'm going to do. Okay, so they've bled back a little bit. I have to cover another 300, and I got to fill 1791. And my stop is at 1796 for the other 300. Hey guys, it's really close to the end of the day. I'm going to cover the rest here. Alright, I got to fill a 1791. I'm flat. I made 111 on this trade. I traded 3,600 shares today. I only traded for the last, what was it, traded for about 25 minutes, and I made 111, and my commission is $30. So it's about an $80 day, $81 day. I just didn't have a lot of time. I've been in meetings all day today, so I just want to get something on here for you guys to look at.